Art can take many forms. We're about to meet Grace, who's a student here at the Queen Elizabeth II School in Peel, who, with some of her friends, is taking fashion to a whole new ethical level. In the school laboratories, these enterprising teenagers have grown their own clothes.
Made 2 waistcoats, skirts, hats, aprons. We've made quite a lot of different things with the material so far.
So it's really all natural?
Yeah, totally natural.
Where did you get the idea from?
So there's a fashion designer called Suzanne Lee, and she originally came up with the idea.
Brilliant. Right, tell me how it works.
So we have this bacteria and yeast mixture, which we call the mother.
Bacteria and yeast. Can I touch it?
Yes, you can.
Bit slimy, isn't it?
It's very slimy, yeah. And we place it in baths like this with a tea and sugar mixture and with a bit of vinegar, because that makes it acidic to prevent any other unwanted bacteria growing. And over the space of maybe 3-4 weeks, depending on how warm it is, it grows sheets like this.
And then these sheets here, you turn into clothing?
Yes, we take them out, dry them, and they turn into a leather-type material, which we then sew to make items of clothing.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're changing the world a bit, aren't you?
Trying to just get across that it's not right to be exploiting people in sweatshops and damaging the environment the way we do and just ignoring it.
You started this really for ethical reasons then, as much as scientific.
My faith plays a really big part in this project because this planet has been wonderfully created. People are just destroying it, not using the resources properly, and that is damaging to the planet. This is so efficient, this process of making clothing. It uses very little water, whereas things like cotton t-shirts, it takes maybe 260 gallons of water to just make one t-shirt. Where people don't have water, people are struggling in droughts to have to drink, and all this water is going on clothing, which isn't necessary.
So as long as people don't mind clothes that smell a little bit of honey and vinegar,
it does smell like
okay.
honey, yeah. Yeah, it does. We're developing it. It's very early stages at the moment, but yeah.
We've done brilliantly.
Thank you.
Well done. Born in Douglas, Christine Collister first came to public attention as the singer of the theme song for the BBC adaptation of The Life and Loves of a She-Devil.
I've been thinking that love...
Her love of music began in Sunday school at the Salisbury Street Methodist Church, which a few years ago closed its doors after 100 years of worship.
I used to live next door, right next door, so this is almost like my second home when I was a child, and we all used to come here for Sunday school, and for me, the hymns of this particular church resonate with me even now. And on a Monday night, they took the pews out and we had a judo club here. I love that juxtaposition of you come here to sing praises on a Sunday and you come to throw people about on the mat on a Monday night. I think the older I get, the more connected I feel to that which is other than myself. And I think, again, music really helps to encapsulate that. And I don't think you know until time has passed the kind of impact something has on you. But I now, I was very fortunate to be here, to come here, to be with this small but beautiful community that helped one another, singing together. It's a wonderful thing. I wish we did it more, nowadays.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fear relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see.
With its rolling hills and dramatic coastline, the Isle of Man has inspired many artists. This year marks the 150th anniversary of the birth of the world-famous Manx craftsman Archibald Knox, who made his name as a designer for liberty. And here in the cathedral, they have some silverware designed by Knox. He had these pieces made as part of a scheme to restore the old cathedral on St. Patrick's Isle to its former glory. It was a scheme that sadly never succeeded, but these pieces are a worthy legacy, and they were the last that he designed. Knox was influenced by the Celtic crosses found all over the Isle of Man. Painter Patrina Kent takes her artistic inspiration from the island's ever-changing light.
There is a painting that started off my journey of light. It was winter and all the trees were dead and black, no leaves, nothing. And suddenly light just broke through, and it broke through so strongly that you couldn't see some of the branches. And God gave me the word comprehended, which is an odd word to have in your mind. So I looked it up, and it was a scripture that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehendeth it not. A newer version would say that the light cannot be overtaken by the darkness.
Would you describe yourself then as a Christian artist?
Yes, I don't paint Christian paintings as such though, but God is a creator and he's made me to be a creative person, so it's a thing that flows through me because I am a Christian, so it's connected.
Looking back, do you think perhaps you compromised with your art because of your faith? That you might have painted very differently if you hadn't had faith?
I know that I carried with me through life my tutor's comments to me at art school, and I was told by this tutor to go away and toughen up, and that I would never go anywhere with my art if I didn't ditch my faith. And in a sense, I believed him, I bought into that, and all through my life until recently, I thought I was a second-rate artist because of my faith. And I've shaken it off now because I think that that was a lie. Because why would I be second-rate just because I'm a Christian? I mean, I just paint to the best of my ability. I don't pretend to be anything else than a woman who paints because she loves to paint.